Hi and welcome along to another video. I thought this morning we'd concentrate a little bit on a bit of morning mobility, and this time for the lumbar spine and the muscles that are attaching to the muscles and joints that are attached to the pelvis. So before we do that, let's just do the legal bit. Please consult your healthcare provider, doctor, GP or physician before commencing on any of the exercise videos on my channel, just to make sure that those exercises are suitable for you right now. Thank you. Okay, so what I tend to do in the mornings is just before I rise, is just have a little scan through just to see if there's anything that feels a little bit tight, stiff, uncomfortable inside my body, and that is the basis for what I do first thing in the morning. So today I felt a little bit of stiffness in my lumbar spine, so I thought a bit of morning mobility for that will probably do the world of good. So let's get started. So I'm going to start in all fours. I'm just going to put my hands underneath my shoulders and shoulder distance apart. And then my knees underneath my hips, and then the hip distance apart. So I'm on all fours. I just want to relax my shoulders and just imagine that I've got sort of the ceiling rested on my shoulders. So I've got a little bit of arm and shoulder engagement. And then from here, I'm just going to tuck my tailbone under. Allow the head to relax down. And then unfold, take my tailbone away from me and allow my head to look forward. I'm just going to move through those two movements with my breath. And the one that feels a little bit more stiffer than the other, which for me is the extended version. Some people call that the cow. I'm just going to take a couple of breaths here. And then some people call the other one the cat. I'm not going to hold as long there. So it's just tuning into what your body needs. I'm just going to come back to neutral, so I'm just going to have my gaze looking down between my hands, and then my tailbone in the midway point between both extremes of tucking under, taking away, and so leave it in the midway point. Then from there I'm just going to take my pelvis from side to side. So what I feel when I'm doing this is one side of my body lengthening. Now I'm just going to move into a circular motion. So for me it's just very small movements. Change direction. Then just finding neutral again. Just going to take my hands a few inches forward. And then just sort of sit back onto my heels, just for a couple of breaths, and then lengthen, taking my shoulders over my hands. sit back. So the sit back, I'm just going to spend a couple of breaths in. Try and keep the shoulders away from the ears. And when I come forward, take the shoulders over the hands. So now I can feel a little bit more engagement. So sit back. Come forward. So one is a stretch, one is a little bit of work for the upper body as well. Sit back. Come forward. And then this time, just bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then just take one hand through the body. And try and do that as we switch sides with hardly any movement from the pelvis and the legs. We've got a nice rotation of the upper body. Just a couple more. And then let's just finish up with leaving the legs where they are, moving the hands forward, and then just seeing if we can just rest the forehead on the ground, leaving the arms relaxed onto the ground. Shoulders away from ears. Let's just finish with 5 breaths here. Just take your time bringing the hands back on the shoulder, underneath the shoulders. Take your time pushing the ground away to come back up to all fours. And then take your time coming back up to standing. And once we're up, because we've done a little bit of work on the shoulders, let's just do a nice tricep stretch. So I'm just taking one hand down the back of my spine and then just gently pushing over to get a nice stretch on the back of the triceps. Let's switch sides. Lovely. So hopefully feel a little bit more mobile, a little bit less tension in the lower back. And hopefully we can carry that throughout our day. I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Toodaloo for now.